tonight, you will see a live simulation of a National Security Council's Principals Committee meeting at the White House. Our scenario takes place 2 years from today, on November 19th, 2021. We have simulated a world in which one big thing has changed. In March 2020, the People's Bank of China launched a sovereign digital currency known as the digital yuan.
We're hearing reports that North Korea may be using China's digital yuan currency to evade sanctions and purchase weapons material.
We have been leapfrogged by others, by digital currency, by digital Chinese currency. Why? Because, frankly, our central bank has been slow. And there's an appointment coming in January of 22. The president's got to decide whether to change over who's leading the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve runs our payment system. And I think we need to move that Federal Reserve into the modern era.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But, of course, you have to do your own research. But, guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, right now we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up. We know on the weekends we are the only game in town. Now, guys, don't forget CME opens tonight is going to move the market. And then, of course, once the stock market opens, we know it's going to move the market again because of yield rates. Now, also, guys, what's very important is that we're going to have quarterly futures at the end of the month, March 31st. And then don't forget, of course, we have Bitcoin futures, micro Bitcoin futures, Ethereum futures, micro Ethereum futures. So, guys, we know the casino is wide open. So if we don't see extra liquidity come in, we know that we're going to be taking a dump. So, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which were pushed down on Friday. We have the dollar spike up from the lows of that 102. We have volume, which is very, very low. And then, of course, guys, we have Tether, which this month has went all the way up $8 billion. So on a consistent basis, it has been moving up in the month of March. And guys, we know why. And then, of course, guys, we have USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo still at about 2.2 trillion. And don't forget the central banks are raising rates and running off this balance sheet. So therefore, they can destroy this legacy market, and the fourth industrial revolution can rise, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And guys, remember, they move in phases. All of it's not going to happen at one time, and this doesn't happen overnight. It takes years, but we can clearly see the technology is ready to go. And guys, the only thing you have to do is go to the patent office, so you can see all these big corporations getting ready for this digital transformation. NFTs, we have Amazon getting ready. And this is all a play for the end game, which of course is the metaverse. And we had Janet Yellen call for a meeting on Friday. So guys, we know this is all a movie, all a distraction. We know this banking crisis is a setup for this digital transformation. The old banking model just doesn't work. And then, of course, guys, we see the dollar being destroyed. And we know China and Japan only hold about 1 trillion each of U.S. treasuries. So we're seeing the fall of America to Babylon along with the United States world reserve currency. And we know the rise of the emerging markets led by China with that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And remember, the crypto teacher wrote about it and told you about it a long time ago. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale sending about $23.5 billion. Now, getting over into a little crypto news, we have South Korean gaming giant Nexon to use Polygon for popular NFT Maple Story universe. And we know when it comes to the millennials and Generation Z, gaming is the carrot in order to get them moved over into the metaverse. And then lastly, guys, we have Bitcoin is poised to blow up Africa's $86 billion banking system. And guys, we know this is CNBC, all the Hegelian dialectic, but this is very important because this whole banking system is being blown up. Of course, we have the legacy banking system still running, but then we have the parallel banking system that they've already started. We know ISO. We know Fed now is starting. We know they're already testing CBDCs, the BIS, all the central banks. And you know I brought you plenty of videos of Brian Armstrong stating that they were building a new economy. What do you have to build first? That's right, the financial rails and the economy. And we see globally how you control people through their economy. And it's imaginary, and people will never think twice. And you can point the finger to them and act like they're the reason why they're not successful. We know in Africa they have all God's minerals. And we know majority of electronics come from those minerals, but they will project on television that the African nations are poor while they steal all the resources. And guys, with this new banking system, what do they tell you? They're banking the unbanked, which we really know they're enslaving the unslaved. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.